It was gritty, it was haunting, it redefined Batman for a new generation. In 2022, The Batman hit theaters and blew everyone away, crossing over $770 million globally, with rave reviews calling it a noir masterpiece and the most detective-driven Batman we've ever seen. Robert Pattinson silenced the doubters. Matt Reeves delivered a world that felt raw, grounded, and lived in. Gotham never felt more real. So, naturally, the sequel should have followed hot on its heels, right? But here we are in 2025 and The Batman Part 2 won't arrive until October 2027. That's a 5-year gap between films. What exactly happened? Is it behind the scene drama, DC restructuring, personal issues, or something deeper? In this video, we're going to explore everything, the public news, the hidden truths, and why this delay might actually be the best thing for the Batverse. Let's get right into it. Hi everyone, it's Go here and welcome back to the channel. Okay, first thing, let's get the obvious out of the way. Both the Writers Guild of America and SAG-AFTRA went on a strike, which means if you're an actor or a writer, you are not allowed to do any job within that period. This single event shut down nearly every major production for months, which cannot move forward due to lack of scripts and actors available. Matt Reeves, who writes and directs, had to put a pause on everything. That alone pushed the film back by over a year, and that's just the beginning. Matt Reeves has a reputation in the Hollywood industry to be slow, steady, and precise. He doesn't rush his stories, and according to him, the script for The Batman Part 2 is being crafted. He's building not just a sequel, but a layered emotional story for Bruce Wayne, one that deepens the character beyond vengeance. In a recent interview, Reeves hinted on a personal challenge he was facing, saying, "There's been a lot going on in my life in the past year." He didn't elaborate, but it's obvious that is contributing to the delay of The Batman Part 2. However, an insider named Grace Randolph hinted the challenge Matt Reeves was talking about, and she said, in quote, "If you knew what Matt Reeves was going through, you would leave him alone. It's not like Chadwick Boseman, but it is close. You should leave him alone." She suggests that the health challenge of a very close family member to Matt Reeves is what he was referring to. If you already know Grace Randolph, I think you should take that with a pinch of salt. If you're enjoying this video so far, please take a moment to like the video and also hit the subscribe button. It makes this channel to grow and enable more people to discover this channel. Thank you so much as you're doing this. Let's go back to the video. With James Gunn and Peter Safran stepping up as the new head of the DCU, we now have a new Superman, a new Batman for the DCU, new everything. But the Batman movie exists outside that. It is its own sandbox under the Elseworld label. This restructuring created delays in the decision-making and strategy, even though Gunn has been very vocal about supporting Matt Reeves. In fact, he defended the delay himself, saying that there is no full script yet and no one can rush greatness, which I agree. And that brings us to the fourth and lesser-known reason. Instead of diving straight into the second part of the Batman movie, Reeves focused on expanding the world, starting with the Penguin series. I personally think that this show is the best TV show that have ever been released by the DCU. And if you've not seen it, what the hell are you waiting for? The limited series bridges the event between the first and second film and sets the stage for Gotham's next big wave of crime and chaos. It gives the much needed background to the Penguin and expanded the Gotham's universe a little more. And I really feel the Penguin will have a role to play in the second part of the Batman movie. Look, after big budget films like Black Adam and The Flash totally flopped in the box office, Warner Brothers have been so cautious about spending for big budget DC movies. And it shows in recent times. You can see that we're now getting like 2 or at most 3 DC movies in a year. So the DC movies are well spaced out, giving them enough budget to market these movies. So if a scriptwriter or the director delays, I don't think the studio would want to rush them. After all, it is helping them in spacing out the DC content throughout the year. Now, before we start screaming development hell or blame corporate reshuffling, let us pause for a minute. History has shown us that great films sometimes take time. The second part of The Incredibles came out 14 years after the first, and it was a hit. And Avatar: The Way of Water, 13 years later, and it grossed over $2 billion. Even Top Gun: Maverick waited 36 years and it still delivered. So greatness doesn't run on studio schedules, it runs on vision. And Matt Reeves, That man has a vision, and it's a clear one. He is doing world building, and he's being careful about it. He's prioritizing quality and character. And with the Penguin series fleshing out Gotham's underworld, the second part of the Batman movie is shaping up to be not just a follow-up, but a major cinematic event. So if you're a fan of Reeves' Batman, you don't have to worry. The Bat is coming. He's just taking his time in the shadows. And when he returns in 2027, we might just be getting the best Batman movie we've ever seen. So what do you think about the delay? Is it worth the wait? Or are the gaps between superhero films getting too wide these days? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll definitely respond to every one of you. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell for more deep dives in the DC universe and beyond. And until next time, stay in the shadows.